I think as I drop my own shoulders and as I relax into my own process and as I make room for my own take on things and my own experience of things, I am noticing increasingly that I am landing more in the experiential part of this world where I'm interested not only in talking about it, but in carving out time and space with myself and others to feel it, to be in it, to experience it. So that's a benefit of embodiment, is experiencing and becoming more deeply aware of yourself as a person experiencing life in a body. So it's not just about understanding, okay, well, these are the different parts of the brain, and this is how the brain affects the hormones, and this is how this organ affects that, and this is, yes, I did download an 800-page report from the NIH about autoimmunity because I'm convinced that there's some value to understanding these things. And there's a strong pull that I have towards living in it. It meaning the experience of being in a body, living in it, living in embodiment. And in my experience, intuition comes in, knowing comes in, recall comes in, and all the sciencey stuff that I've learned and been exposed to. It's in there too. But there's something present moment, real time, right now about the being in it, being in my body, being in the experience of having a body, noticing that I have a body, noticing that I have shoulders. Like one of my favorite teachers, Jules Blaine Davis, said, stand over the kitchen sink while you're doing dishes and remember you have feet. Remember you have feet. We don't remember we have feet. That's why it's so profound to tell someone, drop your shoulders, because you don't remember that you have shoulders half the time. I feel like a conversation about experiencing is a conversation about inhabiting, and that's a conversation about being here, and that's a conversation about real time, and that's a conversation about being present, and that's a conversation about belonging, taking up space, making room. It's all one embodiment cluster. It's so being in my body means being aware of me. And who am I? Am I this body? Am I someone who can observe the body? This takes me back to the conversation I was having 4 years ago with Luis Mojica on his podcast about Michael Singer and the untethered soul. For me, all these things are one thing. All these conversations are one thing. And I don't have a background as a monastic Buddhist thinker. I don't have that background. I don't have a background as a neuroscientist. I don't have a background as a somatic experiencing practitioner. I don't have a background as a dancer. I don't have a background as a chaplain, minister, actor, psychologist, therapist. I'm a writer. and a thinker, and a person with a daily embodiment practice. So I'm not reading about it and talking about it. I'm in it. I'm living in it. And then I come out and go, hi, I think this is what happened. What do you think? And I love being in spaces where people are practicing and exploring embodiment. Embodiment. Have I said enough? I feel like I could go on for another half an hour, so I'll stop here. So yeah, this was the 10-part series on embodiment. And as I've said, I think there are not 10, but 10,000 benefits to doing an embodiment practice and 10,000 elements to highlight about the experience. And words will always be insufficient and inadequate to talk about an experience. At some point, we have to stop and feel. And that's why I open my podcast that way every week. Stop and feel. Pause and notice. Stop and feel. That's embodiment. So if we haven't met before, my name is Bridget, and I am the host of Thriving in Plain Sight. That's my podcast. And every week we do a practice together. I am a coach, an embodiment coach, not meaning that I coach you to do a practice in the session, but that embodiment is the context and foundation for the listening and for the excavating and for the doing and for the moving forward. So in the description under this video, you'll see a link to my Linktree, which has all of my things, including the podcast and the coaching programs. Okay, I will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for being with me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.